Inavaliwa tu hivi kama nini? Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Dennis Uhuru. Today in the fourth series of our doing different jobs for a day, I'm going to be working as a poultry farmer. So the first task of the morning at a chicken farm is to feed the chicken. Their feed is kept in a dry store. So we went to the store, loaded the feed into buckets kept for that purpose, and went to feed the chicken. The farm I'm working on today is owned by Elvis, a young enterprising man. I should also tell you that just like Elvis, I love chicken, beautiful birds. First things first, before getting into the chicken pen, we have to dip our gumboots into this treated pool of water to keep the germs out. And it just so happens that it falls on me to be the first one to feed the chicken. And because I love chicken, I jump at that task with a lot of enthusiastic vivacity.
Let's take it real soon. You know we got what you need, baby. So take it, move along. I said we got what you need, honey. Come and groove along. Come on. Rolling on the highway.
Right, so the next task after feeding the chicken, the ones that we just gave food are layers. So the next thing we want to do is give them water to drink. So we have here the buckets. Oh, they're called drinkers, eh? So these are the drinkers. So we want to clean them first and then add fresh water and then put them back so that the chicken have fresh water to drink. There's a science to how high you can suspend the drinkers. Too high and the chicken can't reach it. Too low and the chicken bend their necks too much to drink. So you want to suspend the drinkers just high enough so that the chicken are comfortable to drink. Right, so we've managed to feed them. So we've given them food and we've given them water. And they're just feeding. And I'm told after they've done that, then they just start laying eggs. Really? Hizo pia zinataka tu hapo hivyo vile ziko. We are done with the first group of chicken, and so what we want to do is move to the second group of chicken. So this group of chicken housed in these other compartments are called sasso, and they are more vocal, more active, and also their feed is different, so they are fed grower smash.
So these are 2 months old. For 2 months, they are actually big and heavy because of the breed.
You say these ones are fed
Grower smash. Layers mash is when they start laying.
2 months.
Hata ukisikia hii uzito.
Wow.
So you need to feed them well. By 4 months, they can start laying eggs. It's a brownie 18 weeks. Exactly after 4 months, unafaa uanze kuona mayai. And then they start with small eggs. Nitakuonyesha. There's always going to be a late bloomer.
We'll be 2 months. Yeah, so guys, these are the sasso breed of chicken. And at this point, they are being fed growers mash because they've not started laying eggs. So 2 months old, and you can't believe how big some of them are. By 4 months, they're supposed to start laying chicken. They're supposed to start laying eggs, I mean. The sasso produce the best quality eggs as well as meat. So we've already given them food, and now what we want to do is give them water. Chicken. So that first group over there are the layers, and we fed them layers mash. These are the sasso, 2 months old. We fed them growers mash. And now we are going to the third group of chicken. I'm told they are called Umezita Rainbow. Ken bro. So this is the space that has been constructed for this group of chicken called Rainbow and Kenbro. And so we want to move them from where they currently are into this new space. This is the space. But before we move them, Elvis tells me that we have to disinfect this place.
Yes. So anytime you do an improvement in the house, or you change or move anything, you have to disinfect.
We get right down to it. We disinfect the house using a disinfectant called BioSafe. And then we lay wood shavings to the floor, after which we start suspending the feeders and drinkers from which the chicken will feed. Elvis tells me that chicken gets stressed really easily. So we want to make sure that when they come here, they already have food and water, so that they just start feeding and don't have a lot of time to think. So behind me are a bunch of happy Kenbro and Rainbow chicken, and as you can see, they are feeding ravenously. If you thought that being a poultry farmer is easy work, it is not. That's how hungry they were. The next activity on the agenda is to harvest eggs, and for that we are going to the Isa Brown. So we get to harvesting eggs. First Elvis shows me how it's done, and then he gives me the opportunity to harvest eggs as well. And I have to say I'm really loving being a poultry farmer. It's a lot of work and sometimes things go wrong, but it's a really beautiful headspace to be in, just concentrating on your work, admiring the birds. And it goes without saying that there is a brown or prolific layers of eggs. So man, I love this job.
Sasa tu hizo ziko katikati. Ndio zisianguke. Unaona hizo ziko hizo ndio isi roll over.
What we are doing is we are packaging these eggs into trays. Clean eggs this side, dirty eggs here, and cracked eggs here. So for those interested in doing this business, Elvis wants to show us how the chicken lay eggs over time. As the chicken grow, so do the eggs.
The first row is layers, and then this is the improved kienyeji or the normal kienyeji. This is the first egg.
It lays.
Yes.
So someone should not be discouraged.
That's how they start. Okay. Most of them start like that, but there's the ones that will start from this.
Okay. So how long would you say it takes them to get from this to this?
Approximately a month and a half.
At which stage would you start to eat them?
The first two stage, there's no yolk.
But you can still eat it?
Yeah, you can. There are people who do that.
Yeah. So. Right, now it's 3 p.m. in the afternoon, and if you thought that poultry farming is easy work, think again. This work is tough, man. Feeding chicken, watering them, transferring them to other places, harvesting eggs, feeding them a second time. Man, it's not easy, but it's very fulfilling work. I know that you guys are very interested to find out about what it takes to do this business, the challenges that one faces when you're doing this business, which breeds are the best, how many chickens should someone who is interested in starting this business start with. All that and more is coming up, because right now I want to sit down with Elvis. Right, so let's go do that right now, and then that will be that. How long ago did you start this business, and how long have you been doing it?
It's been almost 2 years now.
How many chicken do you have?
At the farm right now I have around 750, 800.
How many layers?
510.
Sasso?
140. The mixed ones are the Kenbro and Rainbow, which we were trying to count earlier today when we were moving them.
In your opinion, which one is the best breed? Which one is the best species? It
depends on what do you want out of it. Are you rearing chicken for meat, eggs? So
like it's a brown purely for eggs?
Yes, we call them commercial layers. Every 26 hours they lay an egg.
Okay. What are the expenses of keeping poultry?
If you're not careful, that's where most people go wrong. Expenses. Feeds, they take the largest percent of the cost. I think 80% of the cost is feeds.
Averagely, how much do they eat in kilograms per day?
About 80, 82, 83.
And on average, how many eggs do you harvest per day as well?
Mostly with layers, they get affected by the weather. When it's warm, they lay eggs. You're expecting about 14, 15 trays a day from 500. But if it's cold and raining, sometimes you get 9, 10. When it's cold, they produce less. They use the heat the body heat to keep themselves warm.
Would you say that this job requires special training, or is it something that someone can learn just by doing?
You can use both approaches, but it's also important for you to attend seminars. So we have a farmers group in Rongai and Kiserian and Kajiado in general, and they post trainings and seminars. If someone wants to start, I would recommend the pure kienyeji first, and then now start moving to maybe improved kienyeji, go up slowly and then go to layers. I wouldn't suggest for a beginner to start with all of them. You have to have a good biosecurity. That's one of the things that I learned the hard way. If you don't have a good biosecurity, your chickens will die. The layers on that side, and you can see the space in between. And then this other side, that's where we have the improved and the pure lineage.
Also separated by a big
yes.
space.
And then also by foot dip,
Yes.
washing your hands.
Yes.
It's very important.
What are the challenges that you face doing this business?
Sometimes you can have what we call dead stock. Your customers are not buying the eggs, and you have to buy feeds. You have to feed them.
So as we finish, Elvis, what are your final remarks? And also, if someone would want to buy your eggs, can they do that? So,
Yeah, of course they can buy. If I have eggs with me, of
Yes.
course I have to sell them. I also sell the improved lineages, the jogos,
Yes.
not the hens, because I keep the hens for egg production.
Yes.
I will encourage young people, and not even just young people, anyone watching, no matter your age. It's a very good business. You get rewarded in so many ways. You know, sometimes I'm stressed after work, and I just come here at the farm and sit down and look at my chickens, and I feel happy. You enjoy that, you get
Yes.
that. Also, there's the financial reward. If you have any questions, remarks, you want to visit the farm, feel free to reach out to me. Just make sure you let me know in
early.
advance.
Yes. Yeah, guys, so that's been it. That's been what a normal day as a poultry farmer looks like. And we've done this video courtesy of Elvis. I'll be leaving his contacts in the description. If you want to buy eggs, if you want to consult with him, if you want to, find out anything about the poultry business. But like he said, you have to book prior and tell him early enough. It's been a very enjoyable video to do. I've really learned a lot as well. I'm really encouraged. And like he said, I would also encourage a lot of young people. If you have space, this is something that you can do to produce your own food, and you can also do it commercially if you want to do that. So that's been that. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, leave them in the comment section. If this is your first time to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Don't hesitate to hit the like button as well, so that this video gets recommended to more people that can benefit from it. Thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next.